Hi guys, welcome to Engage Boxing. This is video number 2, and in this video we're going to be covering the basic punches of boxing. This time Jamal's going to demonstrate for us and I'm going to run us all through it. So if he gets in his stance first, and then with his guard up. So the first punch we're going to cover is the jab. Some people say this is the most important punch in boxing. So if you're in the orthodox position, like Jamal is, your jab will be your left hand, so your front hand. And if you're in the southpaw position, like this, your jab will be your right hand. So there's a few different ways you can throw the jab. I'm going to run through the basic, maybe 3 basic ways to throw it. So the first way is just a simple jab, where his left hand comes out straight in front of him, a rotation of the shoulders and a rotation with his hips, and then his left foot will also twist as he throws the jab. His shoulders again. As you can see, as he throws the jab, his left foot is turning at the exact same time. And then as he brings it back, his left foot turns back. The second way you can throw a jab is where you actually step in with the jab to close the gap between you and your opponent. So what you're going to do is, while you throw the jab, you want to step forward with your front foot just a tiny little bit to get a little bit closer. So if you show us now, your back foot stays pretty much where it is, your front foot is the foot that moves. Show us again. And the same technique applies, where his shoulder turns as he throws the punch and his hips rotate as he throws the punch to get maximum power into that punch. Perfect. And then the last way is where you actually bring both feet in with the punch to close the distance even more. So as well as moving his left foot in, his right foot is also going to come with it. So as he throws the jab, the left foot and the right foot will both come in together. Perfect. And if you notice, while he's throwing these jabs, his right hand stays exactly where it is. It doesn't drop down, it stays at his chin. Perfect. So the second punch we're going to cover is the right hand, the straight right. So again, this is a straight punch, as is the jab. But this time, as he throws the punch, his right leg is going to turn with the punch rather than the left leg, if you show us. And again, the same technique, his hips should be rotating with the punch, and his shoulders should also be rotating with the punch. So his right foot is rotating, his hips are rotating, and his shoulders are rotating to get maximum power into the punch. All the power comes from your legs, it doesn't actually come from your arms. So you need to channel that into the punch. Perfect. So the next punch we're going to cover is the hook. So you can throw the hook with your left hand, or you can throw it with your right hand. So as you throw the hook, we'll start with the left hand. Your left foot should rotate with the hook. Your left foot and your left hip, as you can see. Now your elbow should be parallel with the ground. You don't want it to come too high up or too low down. It should be in a straight line, parallel with the ground. Hook. To get maximum power, you want to throw it parallel to the ground, rotate your hips and rotate your left foot. Again, as you can see, the right hand stays exactly where it is. It doesn't drop at all. Now the right hook, the same technique applies, but this time his right foot is going to turn with the right hook. And his shoulder rotates and comes right back to where it was. The left hand always stays up to protect his face. Perfect. And next we're going to go into uppercuts. So again, as with the hook, you can throw this with your left hand or your right hand. So we'll start with the left hand. What you want to do is you want to dip your shoulder a little bit, twist your leg. So when you're throwing the left hook, you want to twist your right leg. You want your heel to be off the floor on your right foot, and you want to dip down to the left and come up through the middle. As you can see, and up through the middle. As you come up through the middle, your left foot should twist with the punch. Yeah, and then The right uppercut next, the same technique applies, but this time your right foot should twist as you're coming up with the punch. You dip down to your right. Perfect. So the same rules apply. If you're throwing it with your left hand, you dip down to your left, twist your left foot as you come up through the middle. If you're throwing it with the right hand, you dip to the right, twist your right foot as you come up through the middle. Perfect. So a good way to practice your punch technique at home is through shadow boxing. So with shadow boxing, you want to get in your stance with your guard up. You can do this looking in a mirror or just in any space you've got in your living room, in your bedroom or wherever. And what you want to do is focus while you're throwing these punches on your punch technique. So with every punch you throw, you want to make sure that you're rotating your hips, rotating your shoulders and twisting your feet at the correct time. It's also important to remember the positioning of your knuckles. When you are throwing a straight shot, you want your knuckles to be flush when they hit the target like this. So with shadow boxing, you can also practice pivoting. You can practice stepping forward, stepping back, stepping to the right, stepping to the left, and all the other footwork we covered in the last video. So you can do this in rounds. You can set a timer for say 3 rounds and shadow box for 3 rounds, like this. As you can see with every punch, he's twisting his feet, rotating his hips and rotating his shoulders.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Make sure to look out for more Engage videos coming soon. Look out for us on Instagram at EngageCIC and also on Facebook at Engage Communities. Please leave some feedback and let us know if there's anything you would like us to cover.